Life becomes like a fairy tale when you go after your dreams and learn the art of not giving up. The story of Walt Disney teaches us the same. Walt Disney's journey from being nothing to achieving his dreams is a source of inspiration to all those who dare to follow their heart. As we all know, he was an American animator and creative genius who made our childhood magical with his famous cartoons like Mickey Mouse, Snow White, etc., and introduced us to a dreamy theme park, Disneyland. But do you know, he faced many struggles and rejections before tasting success? He hailed from a poor family, and from his childhood, he had a visionary mindset and was fond of drawing cartoons. He was a cartoonist for his school newspaper, but after World War I, he dropped out of school to join the United States Army, but was rejected as he was too young. So he was sent to France to join the Red Cross, and over there, he worked as an ambulance driver. But his creative flair didn't leave his side. He drew cartoons on the side of the ambulance to keep his creativity intact. Then, after a year, he moved back to his hometown to become a cartoonist, but instead got a job as an apprentice at an art studio. Later, his company declined and all the workers were laid off. He didn't lose hope and kept on moving forward. With his co-worker from his previous job, Works, he opened a new business, Disney Works, but it failed to attract customers. Again, with hope in his heart and a zeal to pursue his passion, he got a job at Film Ad Service as an artist and was introduced to animation for the first time. With his sheer creativity, he thought of introducing handmade animations, and instantly his cartoons were a hit. Seeing this success, he decided to open his own business with his brother and named it Laugh-O-Gram. Though the cartoons were popular, they couldn't get enough income. So eventually, his company went bankrupt. No matter what he did, failure and setbacks followed him everywhere. But he was determined to not give up because his philosophy was, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. With his creative skills and $40 in his pocket, he moved to Hollywood in the hope of becoming a movie director. But he got rejected again and again by every studio he applied to. So he decided to give his imagination one more chance by drawing fairy tale cartoons. He drew and produced a series of Alice in Wonderland, and to his surprise, this became an instant hit. This success opened a new door for him, and he got a new contract with Universal Studios, and that's how Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was born. With a new achievement came another setback. Universal Pictures hired Walt's employees and gave him a raw deal to sign. This was a major heartbreaking moment in his life. But again, he didn't waste time and started drawing new cartoons. And the year 1928 changed everything. This was when Mickey Mouse was born. However, he was having difficulty finding a distributor to release his short animated film. One of his friends suggested releasing this film in a colony theater. And when several months later the film was released, history was created. It was loved by everyone and also helped him find the distributors to release the film. After this popularity, he decided to make Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. He was told by his fellow artists that this could be the biggest mistake of his life, but he believed in his creativity and released it. As a result, Snow White created history by becoming one of the most successful motion pictures. He kept moving ahead and making more feature films: Cinderella, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Pinocchio, Fantasia, along with the biggest project of his life, Disneyland. People rejected the idea of a fantasy park, but he was again determined and went ahead. And as we all know, going to Disneyland is on our bucket list too, isn't it? In today's time, Walt Disney's valuation is $179.76 billion. From rags to riches, this tale of unwavering faith, courage, and determination teaches us to believe in ourselves, no matter what the world says or thinks. The power of not giving up is real. Life will throw challenges at us, but our will can turn the tables just like Walt Disney.